Nestled high in the Pyrenees Mountains between France and Spain, lies the Principality of Andorra. This microstate, covering an area of just 468 square kilometers, boasts a history spanning over a millennium. Andorra's story is one of resilience, adaptability, and a unique political system that has survived the test of time. From its humble beginnings as a remote mountain community to its present-day status as a modern European state, Andorra's journey has been marked by fascinating twists and turns. The country's strategic location amidst towering peaks has shaped its destiny, influencing its culture, politics, and very survival. Andorra's story begins in the mists of time, with its early inhabitants seeking refuge and sustenance in the high valleys of the Pyrenees. The echoes of their lives can still be felt in the country's rich cultural heritage, passed down through generations. In the 13th century, Andorra's fate took an unusual turn with the signing of the Parage. This agreement, signed in 1278, established shared sovereignty over Andorra. The co-princes were the Bishop of Urgell and the Count of Foix. This unique arrangement created an enduring diarchy. The Parage ensured Andorra's survival as an independent entity. Today, the President of France and the Bishop of Urgell serve as Andorra's co-princes. The 20th century brought new challenges to Andorra's doorstep, as Europe became engulfed in the turmoil of two world wars. True to its history of independence and non-involvement in regional conflicts, Andorra remained officially neutral during both World War I and World War II. However, Andorra's neutrality did not mean it was untouched by the conflicts raging around it. During World War I, a small number of Andorran citizens volunteered to fight, highlighting the country's connection to its neighbors. World War II saw Andorra become a significant route for smuggling, as its mountainous terrain provided a path between Spain and Nazi-occupied France. Andorra's role as a smuggling route during World War II was not without risk. The country's neutrality was tested as it facilitated the movement of goods, people, and even downed Allied pilots seeking refuge. This period underscored Andorra's strategic importance and its vulnerability in times of global conflict. Section 4. Embracing Modernity, Tourism, and Democratic Reforms. Following World War II, Andorra underwent a period of significant transformation. The rise of mass tourism in Europe brought a wave of visitors to the country, eager to experience its stunning natural beauty and unique culture. Tourism brought economic prosperity, but it also ushered in social and political changes. The influx of tourists exposed Andorra to new ideas and ways of life. The once isolated nation became increasingly connected to the outside world, leading to a growing demand for democratic reforms. Andorra responded to these demands, granting women the right to vote in the 1970s and establishing new, more autonomous governing bodies in the 1980s. These reforms marked a turning point in Andorra's history, signaling its transition from a traditional, isolated society to a modern democratic state. The country's embrace of tourism and its willingness to adapt to changing times paved the way for a new era. Section 5. A New Era: Andorra's Constitution and International Relations. The year 1993 marked a watershed moment in Andorra's history. The country adopted a new constitution by popular referendum, formally establishing itself as a parliamentary democracy. The constitution retained the French and Spanish co-princes as heads of state but significantly reduced their powers. The adoption of the new constitution coincided with a period of active engagement in international relations. Andorra joined the United Nations in 1993, signaling its commitment to global cooperation. The following year, it became a member of the Council of Europe, further integrating itself into the European community. These developments marked Andorra's emergence as a fully fledged member of the international community. The country's historical isolation ended as it established diplomatic relations with nations worldwide, embracing its role in a globalized world. Section 6. Andorra in the 21st century: Economic Growth and Future Challenges. Andorra has focused on strengthening its economy and deepening its integration with its European neighbors. Tourism remains vital, drawing visitors to its ski slopes in the winter and hiking trails in the summer. Financial services play an increasingly important role. Andorra's tax haven status has attracted foreign investment. However, this has brought scrutiny from international organizations. Balancing growth with international norms remains a challenge. Andorra faces the challenge of preserving its cultural identity and its natural environment amidst economic development.